years, have left their old party and are now voting for Trump. Latina Brown and Madeline Brame. Madeline, good to see you. We'll start with you. You know, she's been vice president for almost 4 years.
Yeah.
Obama was president for 8 years as a black man. So is playing the race card here really a smart strategy?
You know,
you got to know election is about emotional. It's not about really about mental capacity. It's all about emotion. So what they're trying to do is based on the black female. There, since they say that there's more female voters, so they're trying to convince the female voters. All the female voters support uh, um Kamala. Kamala's gonna be in the office. So that's the narrative gonna be. She's the first black female president, because if you're female, you vote against her. So that's a sister code. So you're not really a sister, you're not supporting a sisterhood. So that's the narrative that to plant. But the country is not about the sisterhood, more likely is about laws, about procedures, about protocol, is about all this that's gonna protect the society, that's gonna protect our children, that's gonna make us alive, that's gonna make us believe again, that's make us like we're here not to work like every day, but to live, enjoy life. And that's where Kamala is in trouble for.
thank you so much, Laura, for having me once again on your show. Um, it is absolutely the most silliest thing that they could possibly do, because most African Americans know that the illegals' benefit card is worth more than our worthless black card. So why would we care about who Kamala Harris is, about her race or her gender? We care about the policies that she has pushed with Joe Biden for the past 3.5 years. We are struggling. We can't even make ends meet. You talked about retirement earlier. I have to work till I'm 70 years old in order to get my full retirement. So, no, Black America is not supporting Kamala Harris. All right. Her color has nothing to do with the failed policies that she has championed and stood on for 3.5 years.
Now, people have called Kamala the DEI candidate, but Democrats, they don't like that.
Whenever you
So the DEI is diversity. Diversity is mean like she's supporting like different races, but we're gonna see that according to her policy, she protect all the races except for black people, because black people is the less protected. We can see that. And then we can tell like she was a prosecutor, and according to a lot of people, they say that she been putting a lot of people wrongfully wrong in jail. I don't know for a fact, that's what they've been saying, so I'm just speculating as well. So basically that's the narrative they put, that if she's for black people, how can she gonna be the one that's put a lot of people in jail, and now she's black? And then when you go to her background, she's not really black. Her parents, her father is Hindu and Middle East, but her mother is not even black either. Her is Asian. So basically, there's no way if you're Hindu and Asian and become black. They say she was born in Jamaica, which is true, even though. But the thing is, if you born in Jamaica, for example, it can be a vacation, and you born in Jamaica, you're not black. If your parents is white and you were born in a Spanish country, you're not really is a Latina or in a Hispanic, but you actually white, but you were born from a black country, which is the picture they can paint. But the logic is that your blood is not mixed, your blood is purely Asian, which is they're trying to prove, and that's why they try DEI, which is diversity, which is what they're trying to go through to make people feel like she is a black community. But according to what we see, she's not really supporting black community to the front, and so on and so forth.
hear DEI, I want you to think about the N-word. I want you to think about racial slurs. That's what they actually mean.
Latina, when you hear DEI, think of the N-word? That's where they are? That's it?
Well, Laura, Thank you for having me on. I just want to say this. The Democrats are full of crap. And I think that they know that the American people can see through the crap that they're pushing and circulating out there to the black community. If anything, the Democrats, they're the ones who are sowing division in the community, in this country. They're not about uniting everyone together. They're about themselves. They're about power. They're about division. They have their own agenda in place. And this thing has been in the works for years. It's just that now it's coming to light and people are starting to wake up. They're opening up their eyes. And I'm going to tell you something. The black
Before she go even further, that's totally true. She's been doing for 3 years already. This is gonna be fourth. She's worked with Biden. How many law that you say they pass for black people? How many funding they put in place for black people? You cannot find anywhere. All they want is your vote. That's all they care about. They don't talk what they did for you. When was the last time they said they're gonna pay for your for a black community? For example, for the police. They don't even fund the police in your community. Especially the Democratic Party, they always the highest crime rate. And they defund the police. They don't fund black community. And on top of that, they don't even help your community. So basically, it's a three-lose situation for you. And for the past 4 years, we see that things are getting from bad to worse. Now, people from migrant come across the state and they don't have a background check. Now they try about to make the place unbelievable, killing people, raping people, and then selling, breaking the stores. And then, as you can see, there's a lot of thief going on. And there's a lot of business got moved out elsewhere because they feel like they're not protecting their customer, and they feel like they're not protecting their coworker or the employee, and they lose billion of dollars, so they don't feel like protected and safe. That's why a lot of those big businesses, for example, Tesla, they move from California to Texas, which is from Democrat to Republican state. So the writings on the wall, they don't care about the black community. It just enact. They just actors. They trying to get your emotion, and the only card they have is black and female, which is most people they believe female is not really reacted to reason, they react to emotion. That's why they're gonna use the cry, that's why they're gonna use the call the female, that's why they're gonna use all that, because they know female react through emotion, not facts. And then this is where you gotta be careful with that, because a lot of country now they have a lot of single mothers that really don't care about a Trump. They just want Kamala because she's female. But the Kamala, if you go to her website still today, there is no plan for the country. How are you gonna moving forward? There's $1 billion sent to Ukraine for the war. How many million they already sent for the school to fix the school system? For example, they're shooting the school. How many plans they have? None. How many structure they have, for example, to make American better again? For example, the war. For example, in New York City, the subway is a mess. There's rats. How many people they bail out, for example, for becomes eviction? Not so many. A lot of people going evicted to their home. A lot of homeless is skyrocketing. How many people they protecting? Not a lot. Only they worry about their pocket. They put some law legislation for you while they destroy the middle class. Now it's almost seems like the middle class is shrinking and barely noticeable. So pay attention. And remember, November is a big deal. So move accordingly, which is very sad if you move on the wrong side.
community, we will not support her. You know, they can try to race bait us. They can try to push the gender agenda in our
And
community.
speaking of that, Latina, speaking of that, I got a place because they're starting this pressure campaign for any black person or minority who is not considering voting for Kamala.
You're going to look real crazy being on the other side of that line, particularly as a person of color, but really as anyone who claims to have any connection to the culture. You're going to look real weird and real lonely on that side.
All right, one line from each of you. Madeline, you're going to look really weird, Madeline,
Well,
if you don't support her.
So this is what I'm trying to say. Is a black community, they're trying to, because they know black women don't think for their head, they think about their feeling, because the woman intuition, that's why they're gonna go the dice over to win the election. But you gotta know also there's the agenda they have. They're trying to plan that on the LGBTQ plus community on the kids. This is where I have a problem with. Let the kids learn. They have an agenda to force your kids that this is normal. This is what the new future gonna look like, and then you're able to oblige to it, or either you go somewhere else. That's why people cannot tell right now if you're in school how many gender. If you tell how many gender you have, some of you might be canceling. They cannot tell you how many people, like how many sex they have, because you will not be cancelled. This is the agenda. They're trying to brainwash the younger generation so the younger generation can be really, really not thinking for themselves and then don't have a backbone. And that's the agenda people start to see. And remember, those things they inflated with the Democrat presidency. When Republican presidency, you don't see those things. Remember the first time LGBTQ plus become all widespread was when Democrat Obama was in the power. Now with Biden is the same thing. LGBTQ plus, everything is about that, and you can tell that the same pattern Democrat why not does the best resources is LGBTQ plus, while they're trying to push the agenda in school, they're trying to push the agenda everywhere else. In us American, if you, I don't have any problem against them, but if you want to protect your kids to learn for their mind and then be a good citizen, to replace to see laws and a structure of the country, they have to be somewhere else. They have to be a way for them to think for themselves, to know which law to be the foundation, which is good, which is not good. They want your kids to not be able to be productive. They don't want that, because if people are productive, they're not gonna have enough control. And that's the agenda they're trying to say. If you're black, if you're a woman, you don't vote for her, that's mean you're lost, which is kind of sad and crazy as well.
I'm not paying her no mind. I'm not supporting Kamala Harris because I don't believe in the continued genocide of black babies in the womb through abortion, where she's pushing tooth and nail, even to the third trimester. I don't believe in that, and I don't support that, and I don't believe that most of the, especially black women in the black community, support that.
Latina, you're weird if you don't support Kamala Harris. You're weird.
I think, that's a weird statement coming from, Miss Reed. I don't think she's all there mentally. God help us all.
No, let's be nice.
No disrespect.
She's very nice. She's very nice to me in the elevator. We sometimes ride the elevator together, and she's actually a very. I said we should do something for charity, like go on the road and do some show for charity, and she said she would. So, I'm going to hold her to that. But I don't know. It just seems like a weak argument. I mean, if Kamala Harris is a smart woman who has a record to run on, then run on the record.
Yes.
Just run on it.
I agree.
To me.
But what record does she have?
Well, that's a good point. Latina, Madeline, great to see both of you.
So the final thought is that she doesn't have really a good record. All she gotta know, she started her career with a bad. So basically, the way she started is by doing the side chick or for someone, and then now that's why she get her foot in the political career. Now she get a way higher up. Now she on the full power, which is become a president of the United States. I have no problem with her if she had a solid background, but at this point we don't know for sure what she's been good for the country so far. And then she cannot even point out what she did good as well. So a lot of people say she got her power the other way around. That's why she's still in the office. But we all know there's something fishy going on by saying that she's black and a woman. That's why she entitled to this race. That's why she want to run as a president. But those things gonna fade away when you have to compete with China. Those things gonna fade away when you have to change with North Korea, with Taiwan, with Israel, with Iran. All those things that have no foundation if you have a good record. Because if you say you're female, you're black, you're gonna tell it be like, well, we don't care. All we care about what can you do for us. Are you gonna protect our country? Are you gonna be against us? Are you gonna be with us? And this is the